You Axon. You see them girl a beauty them.
Who guess my guest for today, Maze? This guy is a Ugandan-born producer, self-made producer, all the way from Uganda. Of course, goes by the name Axon. Of course, a sound engineer, a music producer. Hey, managed to work with big artists in the industry. Because yesterday we saw it through his social media handles. He's working with, a Nigerian talented female artist, Freeb, and Axon is in studio today for the amazing interview. Of course, we're here to learn, we're here to engage. If you're tuned in for the first time, welcome to Baze Radio. Stay tuned for more because I've got Axon all the way from Kampala, Uganda. My brother.
Yes, please.
Kulikayo.
Good day, yo.
Kare. Yeah.
I can tell that your Luganda is not Luganda.
Mine is a Kenyan one. Yeah. Welcome to Baze Radio.co.ke. This is a home for entertainment, home for good music, of course. Kindly reintroduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. You're talking to Axon, a music producer and sound engineer from Uganda. I'm so happy to be at Baze Radio.
How's life?
Life is okay. I can't complain. The fact that I'm in Nairobi, so it's actually much more better. Yeah.
Is it your first time being in Nairobi?
Yeah, it's my first time. It's my first time to be here.
For how many years have you waited to be in Nairobi?
I've always wanted to be here, but due to some consequences and all that, I couldn't make it here. But I'm so happy to be here finally.
Finally?
Yeah.
What's the beautiful thing you know about Nairobi? What have you heard great things about Nairobi, apart from the girls?
Oh, okay. The first thing that struck me is the weather. Like, immediately I went out of immigration. I loved the weather, and I told my friend called George, I told him I love the weather so much, and I was so impressed. So besides that, I love your economy. I feel like things are faster.
At what?
I feel like things are faster.
Bro.
Forget about the taxes and all that.
Our shilling is dropping, bro.
Yeah, but you guys are far way better than most of the countries in Africa, so you should be happy for that.
Umetumwa nini? At our economy is good.
You should be happy for that. There are so many African countries that are way.
They're struggling, of course.
Yeah, so you should be happy for that. The last time I was in Nigeria, they were facing something called inflation, where they put out a new 1,000 note, yet there was an old one. So you can imagine how much money you are getting. People stopped carrying money, and they only had to pay like using the phone and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe they're also trying to change it to like the cashless sort of thing. And so,
of course, you're here in Kenya. Is it for a musical project? Are you here just for vacation? Are you here to connect with your fans? What are you here in Nairobi?
I've come to mix up everything, because you can't only be here for work, then you're not in Nairobi. So at some point you need to like enjoy being outside. At some point you need to enjoy the work. Yeah, but I've quite been busy working with so many people, so I just hope to meet so many young talented artists. Yeah, I'm open for work, I'm open for chills, I'm open for vacations, I'm open for everything.
What do you mean by vacation? You mean your DMs are open?
Yeah.
Are you single? What do you mean, man? It's a month of love. It's February.
I'm single, but
single searching?
No. I'm single and ready
to mingle. What do you mean? Let's flow. Let's see how things goes, eh?
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm having, one of the baddest producer, rising producer, sound engineer, music producer, all the way from Kampala, Uganda. Goes by the name, of course, Axon in studio to give us some vibes. For now, only fans, the only Rosa featuring BN coming through for you. Stay tuned for more, because I have in line so amazing story. Of course, amazing playlist for you. Don't leave. Don't touch that dial. This is Baze Radio, the CEO, the KE. Of course, earlier on, we've been discussing with one of the legendary, of course, upcoming producer best in Uganda. Hey, Axon, all the way from Uganda, in-house today for the exclusive interview on Baze Radio, the CEO, the KE. That's Kiawa Bulldogs Gang featuring Ethic playing on. Of course, I have an amazing playlist in line for you guys. You don't need to panic, because I have one of the best producers. What else do you want me to have for you, Master? I have the playlist, I have the producer all the way from Uganda. Axon, yes. My brother, yes. How do you tell if something is good?
So basically, I feel like it starts from you as a person. When you're creating something, to me, I feel like the energy has to be matching. You get, for you to tell that something is good, the energy has to be matching from the beginning. You get, let me say, if you're producing music, other producers start with the chord progression. Others can start with like the drums. So for you to move on with your kind of production, you have to accept what you're taking in. If you feel like, to me, if I feel like the energy is off, I don't continue until I fix that part. You get? So, and it also starts with the people. You get? It starts with the people. When someone listens to something, you can easily listen to it and you'll be like, yo, this is good. Whether the artist is upcoming or not. You get? Then for those other artists that have managed to penetrate and cross through, you always also listen to. They have that, I call it the 60% advantage. You get that? For example, Bien can release a song today and there will be so many people listening. Whether it's
why
good,
is it so?
Because he made his name. You get, like, he worked for it. So you release a song today and over 60% of the people will listen. So when those people listen, they will tell whether they like a song or not, which is different from an upcoming. You have to make more people listen to you.
Okay.
You get? So that's the only difference. So, but even if you also release a song and people don't feel like it's good, they will not vibe to it. But just because people are used to him doing good, there is that 60% advantage that many people will listen in. And when they like the song, they will continue to spread the gospel and it will even get to like 100%. Yeah.
So it's easier for established artists to get people to listen to the music compared to the upcoming.
Yes. But it also depends. If you're an upcoming and you're having, like, let me say, a good team behind you that knows maybe radio presenters, that knows these DJs, that knows TV hosts, that knows all these people that can help you run the music. Because nowadays we've seen songs like People by Izidli Bianca blowing up on TikTok. You get? And she tells you the story that it was so wild that she checked her phone and she saw the numbers going up like constantly. So, and that's that you can call it like the devil's song. You get? The devil can give you a song and it goes way too far than you even expected it. So there are so many things that can affect the music in any way, good or bad. Yeah.
Of course. Is it okay maybe to ask you this? Because I believe you're in the right position to tell me. Is it easier for you as a producer to have a studio session, to work with an artist in a studio? If you're working with an established artist, for example, a legendary artist, it's easy for you to work with? Or is it hard for you to work with an upcoming artist? Because upcoming artist, maybe he or she lacks maybe experience, composure, and you as an established producer, it's easy for you to have come a BN in studio, what BN amekuja already na hook, just easy for you just to master and everything. For that, you'll answer in the next few, but for now, kwa wale ambao tune in on Baze Radio to see the KE, I've got Boston Diamond coming through, playing right now on Baze Radio to see the KE by Coco. Stay tuned for more, because I've got action all the way from Uganda. Kampala. Nakamka Namoto featuring Saru and Bertrose taking us through it. My name is Silver Kiddo, of course, 25 minutes past 12. And this is BazeRadio.co.ke. Alright, we've been discussing, of course, about Kenyan music. Of course, I'm joined by one of the leading producers, from Uganda, Kampala, of course, goes by the name Axon, live on Baze Radio.co.ke. Bro,
yes, please.
Music is a universal language.
Yes.
We've seen music taking hits. We've seen artists becoming household names, superstars, just a matter of time. You've made your journey all the way from Kampala to come to Kenya.
Yes.
We're not sure you're here for vacation. We're not sure you're here for the musical project. I believe you're here to learn as well.
Yes. Social capital.
So how's the state of Ugandan music so far?
Ugandan music, I feel like this is a time to be a Ugandan. This is a time to be a Ugandan and...
Not African. Ugandan.
Yes.
Specifically Ugandan.
Because if I say African, I will maybe take it too far. You get? So I'm speaking for my people. Okay, I can maybe say it's a time to be East African because West Africa has tested it before. South Africa has tested it before.
It's our time?
Yes, so it's East African time. Because someone was asking me yesterday that what will it do to get East Africans in the Grammys and all that. I told them BN has a Grammy, Sauti Sol has a Grammy, so that is the start of everything. We have an artist in Uganda. Eddie Kenzo was nominated for a Grammy last year, so he didn't win, but that's also good. You get, so if you have people like Sauti Sol winning Grammys, which means East Africa is just like at that point of conquering, and like we are the next people. So because West Africa has presented their people, South Africa has presented their people. So in Africa, which part of Africa is next? Musically and like in everything, East Africa is like the next big thing. Yeah.
Hopefully. Of course, just to ask you this, I've grown up listening to Chameleon, Bebaku, Radio Weasel, and so many more. But this time, I don't know what's happening to Ugandan artists. Are they comfortable enough? Are they big? That we have the local stars. Those they always hype their music on pickups.
Yes.
Muje. What happened to Ugandan artists? They don't want to push the music because I haven't seen artists coming to Kenya to push the album or EP.
Yeah, for Ugandan artists, maybe there are those that don't really follow that, but I feel like there is a new generation of artists that is coming up, urban artists that are ready to represent Uganda on the international level. But also we have to give respect to the people like Chameleon, Radios and all that, because they were here in Nairobi back then. They traveled to come record music and all that. Yes, but there is a new generation representing the likes of Joshua Baraka, Cohen JC. They are doing so well. Joshua Baraka has been in Kenya quite some time. He has launched his EP here as well. He has worked with the BNs. He has worked with Ben Sol. He has worked with Savara. So I feel like we need to collaborate more with the new age guys here and the new age guys in Uganda to like make it. I've also worked with my Rwandan brothers. So actually I have one of the biggest songs in Rwanda right now. Actually the biggest. It's called Wait by me and Kivumbi King. So I'm trying to like link the whole East Africa and have it in my hands as a producer.
Before we find out if collaboration works for artists, will collaboration change the narrative? Will this be our time as East African, as Axon said and mentioned earlier? For now, what did you scare Kidogo? Axon has to say what? My good name is Selva Kidogo. I'm joined by, rising top talented producer, sound engineer, all the way from Kampala, Uganda. Axon.
Yes, please.
What up?
Nah, man, how are you?
Good.
I'm okay as well.
Of course, life is all about learning every single day. Are there producers that have mentored you, help you musically, help your art?
Yeah. There are very many. In Kampala, we have an OG producer called Steve Jean. I don't know if you've heard about Steve Jean, but he was, if you know an artist called Juliana.
Yeah, no.
Yes, Steve Jean. Steve Jean is that person that changed the sound like that time. He brought like that different, nice sound. In Uganda, in Kenya, there are the Ogopa DJs. They are doing so much by the time. But also I have people like Dr. Dre, people like Nat Nice, people like Saz from Nigeria. So there are so many people that inspire me.
Do you need to work with international artists maybe to stand out for your brand to be out there?
Yeah.
Do you believe it sells? It works for
Okay, I don't believe in it that way because I believe in coming up with an artist that you've worked together for a long time. Like you guys blow up at the same time than just finding someone who is already made up there. It's just the same logic of you adopting a child and giving birth. You get, so you always love your child that you've given birth to more than someone you've just met somewhere. You get, yeah, so it's the same logic. So I would prefer to come up with my own artists because it feels more real and better. But you have to like link 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 artists that are already made out there. It adds on to your brand.
Okay, that's good. Of course, we've seen artists, few individual artists in East Africa, just to mention few, the likes of Diamond. They normally move around with their own producers, Yeah. They prefer to work with their own producers.
Yes.
You as a producer, I believe you're here to work and learn with, Kenyan artists.
Yes.
Are there artists whereby you're looking forward, it is a must for me to work with, the musical project you have in line with? Are there artists maybe you always dream for, always want to work with?
Yeah. There are so many Kenyan artists that I would want to work with, but the first person I'm looking for is BN, and I feel like we can make magic. I love how he jumped on the Nana remix, and I've seen his music. His album is doing well. He's a great guy. Like, who wouldn't want to work with BN? Ben Sol is a very talented guy as well. The whole of Sauti Sol, Savara, but there are also the ladies. There is Zenia, and I love Nikita as well. There is it Karun? There's so many people. I've met Kim Life also yesterday. I've met Victoria Kimani. And I would love to like continue working with those people. Boutros as well. So there's so many people, bro. I would love to work with each and every upcoming nice artist, and also these self-made artists that are also good, that have the same vibe with me.
Of course, this music business, working with artists is a dream. Actualizing the idea, the dream, when the dream comes true, it's something else. Most of us don't understand. We don't know the art of, you as a producer, this is what we call split sheet.
Yes.
You earn a percentage of a certain music.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's working in our country, East Africa, our music industry. For that, we're going to discuss in the next few. But for now, I've got Watangoja coming through by Echo 254. We'll be playing on Baze Radio to see the KE. Guys, kwa wale ambao tune in, what do you have in store for Axon? What do you want to know more about Axon? Because amesema Axon, amesema yupo single na amekuja Kenya of course kufanya kazi vile vile. Amekuja connect to work. For more, stay tuned because we're yet to find out, Mazi. This musical business story is a split shit. Is it working for the Africans? It's going to work for the African music. Will it change the lives of African artists? Stay tuned for more because this is Baze Radio, the COKE. Sankololo. The Habu. Featuring Ukulamat. Sankolo. Taking us through. It's 50 minutes past 12 p.m. Of course, my good name is Silva Kido, and we are live on Baze Radio, .co.ke, or else you can find us on my Safaricom app. I'm joined by, a legendary upcoming producer, talented sound engineer, all the way from Uganda, Kampala, Axon.
Yes, please.
You decided to tell me, Kido, this time we're going to have some split shit.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you ready for some split shit?
I'm ready.
Give me my percentage.
Okay, I would see you're doing a good job here. So I'll give you 30% of the revenue, and I'll give you 50% on publishing.
Make me understand, what is the difference between our publishing and...
Okay, so publishing is basically, let me say your song has been put in a movie. You get? Like, your song has been put in a movie, your song on YouTube, because YouTube has something they call like visual, but then there is audio in it. There are visuals, but there's a song in it. So that song is copyrighted. Like, for you to attach my song to any video sort of thing, you have to like pay for that. It's like using an ad. You shooting your ad, you're making an ad for like Baze Radio, then you attach my song behind it. So that side is the publishing side. So this other side of the streaming side is like getting money off Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. So that's the easiest way I can break it down for you. Otherwise, like, there are so many deep things involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of percentage?
In terms of percentages, I feel like you agree with the artist. So in most cases, the publishing is 50-50, the artist and the producer. That's if you're the only artist or if you're the only producer on the song. If you're only two people. Then these other things, you have to negotiate with, let me say, the artist's label, because they are going to spend more money in promoting the music and all that. So which means they have to get a bigger percentage. Okay. So that's the other way. Okay.
Of course, at the end of the day, I believe you'll be earning. You've earned already. What is the highest amount you've earned from split shit thing?
This is a hot seat, but it's doing quite well because I have songs that I've like gone out to the international level, and I've also worked.
How many dollars if you just have to?
It's quite
few
good.
Dollars.
Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite good. Yeah, and within like the next time, guys will be millionaires from just off their split.
Of course, we've seen so many, upcoming producers, legendary established producers, securing their life and their future, by earning from split sheet, getting endorsement and deal. What is the future for the African producers?
The future, I would say, is for them to not only focus on learning or being good producers, but they should also have people on their team. If you can't do the business side of it, then have someone to help you do the business side of it. Because you can produce a song and you would think that it's just vibes in studio you're producing, but the song will break through and it will bring in the numbers. So if you didn't sign anywhere, then you have no leverage at any point to like come back and negotiate for each and everything. So do the music, do everything, but have it in mind that it's also a business, that this is going to like feed your families and everyone, your kids, you get. So put the business second, create the music, good music, then bring in the business, clear for the songs, then release them.
Of course, there are mistakes that we always learn from.
Yeah.
Are there mistakes maybe producers always make?
Yeah, I feel like a mistake is
One mistake?
Yeah, they happen, bro. They happen, and you can't avoid them. But as I've said, be professional enough to avoid such mistakes.
All right. Axon. Nikulewana marafiki furaha one and only Yani taking us through. Of course, it is few minutes past, it was 12 p.m. Of course, we're almost end of the show. I'm being joined by one and only legendary producer, sound engineer, all the way from Uganda, Axon.
Yes.
What's up, my brother?
No, man, I'm good. I'm just enjoying the vibe. I love Baze Radio. I love what you guys are doing for Kenyan music and African music as well.
And East African music as well. To your fans?
I'm so happy to be here. My Kenyan fans mainly. I'm so happy to be here. I love the vibe. I love the music. So I would love to meet more of you guys. So please, like, reach out to me. Instagram, Twitter, everywhere I use Axon. So you always get me. Yeah. And to Baze Radio, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so pleased. I'm so honored. Thank you.
All right, a message to your loved ones this Valentine. One message to your fans.
Guys, keep on falling in love. Have as many kids as you want. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Axon. Until next time, same place. Kwa Block with Silva Kido. Tomorrow being a Friday, of course, we have the weekend mashup coming in tomorrow, same time to Parane Pale Baze Radio, the CO, the KE. It is a month of love. Tikiri Takara Faith Stand coming through. Till next time, Mungo bless.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.